Hi, I'm back again. I'm racing with the with the light. It's that time of day that I like to record, and the sun is like all powerful. So I just wanted to back up or support the tarot reading I did earlier on, and I have two wonderful decks of cards here. The first one is the Sacred Geometry Oracle cards, and I've given them a shuffle and picked one out to support what I said in the tarot reading, and I think it's amazing. So I actually already picked them, shuffled them live on my video, and then realised I hadn't turned my microphone on. So I did a whole video, and then it was like, oh, I forgot to turn my microphone on. It's all very quiet. So I just shuffled them. I literally only have just done it. And so so here's first a card to support this idea of, the reality of just direction and guidance from the cosmic grid, from those beings that work with love and light, true beings of love and light, those that radiate. This is the card that came up for the Sacred Geometry deck. It's called it's actually called the third eye chakra. So the intention of drawing these cards is, like I say, to support and guide. They're a different deck. They're not the tarot, obviously. And this card says about trusting the third eye and the intuition, and really kind of really tuning in to that intuitive seeing. You know, not really seeing just with the physical eyes, but the knowing, the wisdom of that third eye. If I can get it up so you can actually read the bottom there. Maybe you won't because of the sun. But I thought I just managed to get enough so you could read it. There you go. Okay. So it talks of using the psychicness, the third eye, being in touch with your power, and just really, I really like the reminder of tuning in with the third eye. What it actually says is the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing and our imagination. Use your psychic powers. So imagination, the knowing. So it's a beautiful purple colour. It probably looks a bit blue maybe on the monitors. But I think regarding the tarot reading about using your intuition and that whole, creative imagination, I think that really suits this card that came up in the tarot, the Ace of Swords. Still have this reading up. And then I've got this beautiful deck of cards that was sent to me by my dear, gorgeous, blessed, I am blessed to have her as a friend in the UK. She's a goddess of note. She's incredibly inspiring and just lives life to the absolute full. She's a fire goddess, and she sent me these cards, and oh, thank you. You know who you are. And incredibly inspiring, as I say, and she sent me these cards, and so I've shuffled these cards, and what came up was again an amazing, fantastic card, which was this, a beautiful cards. I think I've got the only deck in South Africa, which is just great. So the card is protection, and it says about cutting cords, soul retrieval, and calling back your power. Just look at that. The cards are so beautiful. So calling back your power, cord cutting. So cord cutting literally means, anything that is not aligned with your goodness, your personal power, your personal experience, your highest upliftment, your truest good. And that can be people, it can be situations, it can be what you're listening to, excuse me, what you're watching, all of that stuff that I've already said before. But what I love most is like calling back your power. And in order to call back your power, sometimes we get fragmented as we go through life. And this card is saying, call back. The soul retrieval is about all calling and bringing all yourself back into one, into wholeness. And like I say, anything that does not do that, anything that is fractious, anything that is damaging to your spiritual health, anything to do with who you are, in order to call back your power, to be whole, to be present, to be here, okay? And that lovely sense of I just love it, calling back your power. It's like, it's just like you're kind of something like out of an epic film with your hands up and you're just saying, come, all of you come back. Those of you who maybe flew and fled during a time of hurt or pain or distress or trauma, I'm beseeching you to come back. I love you, I love you, I love you. Come back, let's all work together, let's be as a whole. So I love those two. And that protection, excuse me, that protection card, I think really works well with this card we had in the tarot, which is the King of Wands. Being the authority, being sat on your throne, fire, burning with a bright authoritative state. I think it really, really works incredibly well with that protection card. And everything that the tarot said about making your piece of heaven work, working on yourself, making your piece of paradise really come to life with what you do, and temperance, the balance. I think these cards work so well together. Protection, because that is exactly what you're doing. You're protecting your soul. I've said a long time, and a lot of people talk about this. There is a battle on for your soul at the moment, and humanity's under attack. And in order to keep your piece of heaven and keep you dazzling in the light and keep you radiating goodness and love, so it goes into your family, your friends, as I say, your beautiful furry friends, your pets, your community. It starts here. The protection and the love and the power starts here. The authority, the sovereignty, it all starts with the self. And then, as we know, it can kind of ripple out. So I just wanted to do those two quickly with my microphone on this time. So now I've done it. And yes, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of extra. And I will see you soon with some more beautiful cards and guidance, and listen to your own in the meantime. Listen to what is actually being said and felt and fed to you, and let it flow through you, and listen to your wisdom.